Hi students, my name is Jalal Khan and I am going to teach you the topic of mathematics which is called as factorization of algebraic equation. So without wasting time, I'll try to cover the topic in a precise manner so that it helps you understand the topic in a better way. Okay, so I've just written the name of the topic factorization of algebraic equation. So first of all, what I like to do is I like to inform you what do you mean by factorization. Okay, what do you mean by factorization? Factorization comes from the root word which we call it as factor. It is also called as multiple. You can even say that factorization is nothing but a multiple. Okay, something which is split up into its multiplication, basic multiplication factor. Some equation which is split up into its basic multiplication factor, that is called as factorization. Okay, I'll just take an example. You might have heard about prime factor in your earlier standard. I'll just take an example of that and I'll try to explain you with the help of prime factor what do you mean by factorization of algebraic equation. Okay, so suppose I have got a number 72. Okay, now we all know that 72 can be split up as 2 into 36. It is the very common split up. The best common split up is when you try to split up a number which you are going to find the prime factor for, you have to split it in terms of prime number. Okay, so we know that 2 is a prime number, so we have split up it as 2 into 32. Now we know that this 2 won't get split up except for 1 into 2. We can get maximum out of this 2 as 1 into 2, but this 1 will be of insignificant value for us. Okay, this will not have any significance. This will be having insignificant value for us. So the maximum that we can split up this 2 is 2 only. So we have to move forward. We have got the value 2. Okay, now moving forward, we can branch this number also into 2 times 18. Okay, now we know that 2 is again a factor which cannot be split up more. Now we can again move forward and we can branch it as 2 into 9, 18 as 2 into 9. Okay, when we branch it as 2 into 9, now we can see that again we have got a number which is 2. Now we know that if I want to split 9 in whole number, what I have to do, I have to write it as 3 into 3. I can't write it into 0.5. I don't have to write it in fraction. If I want to find the factor, I have to write the number in terms of whole number, not in terms of fraction. So in terms of whole number, I can only get 3 into 3, right? So I've got some values. Okay, now since I've got some value, what I have to find, I can see that I have to find what 72. So now what I'll try to do, I'll just write all the value. 2, whatever are the values that we have got, 2 into 2 into 2 will be 8, into 3 will be 24, into 3 again, since this is the minimum split up, one split up is for 3, 1 second, yeah, one split up is for this 3 and one split up is for this 3. So we can write 3 into 3. When we try to multiply this again, what we'll get is 72. So 2, 2, 2, 3 and 3 are the factors, are the prime factors of which number 72. Similarly, we can study factorization of algebraic equation also. I have already written something. I'll just try to explain you what I've written. Let me find my cursor. Yeah. See, one of the method of finding algebraic factorization is common factor. I have already written common factor and I have taken 2 examples of it. Next, what you can do is another way of factorizing algebraic equation is regrouping of term. Another is using of identity. Another is form of x plus a into x plus b. Matlab, if we can't use common factor or regrouping or identity, then we have to use form factor. There is one more type that I have not covered. It is division method. Okay, I have not covered that topic right now. I have covered all these 4 topics which we will try to complete it during the course of time. So first of all, what we will start with is we will try to understand what do you mean by algebraic factorization. Okay, so algebraic, if you want to understand algebraic factorization or factorization of algebraic expression, okay, I'll just take an example for you people. What I'll take is, suppose xa plus xb. Now I know that I can write it as x into a plus x into b. Now I can see that x is common from both the side. So what I'll try to do, I'll take x common and what I'll get is a plus b. Now I know that I can't take more multiplication of this. So ultimately, what is the factor of xa plus xb is nothing but x into a plus b, where x and a plus b are the factors of xa plus xb. This is a common method of factorization for an algebraic expression. Now we will take first example. The method is called as common factor. I have already explained you common factor by this example that I have stated above, but still I'll take one example of common factor that I have already mentioned here. I'll take this example, 2a plus 4y plus 6. Okay, 2a plus 4y plus 6. Give me a second. Yeah, I'll just write it for you. 2a plus 4y plus 6. This is an algebraic equation, algebraic expression, and what we have to do, we have to find its common factor. So what I can do with this is I'll write 2 into a. I know a can't be split up. 2 also can't be split up except for 1 into 2, for which I know that I don't require 1. Okay, so I'll put it as 2 into a only. Now 4 can be split up as 2 into y. Again 6 can be split up as 2 into 3. Now what I'll try to do in the method of common factor, I try to find what is the common factor among all the terms. So I can see that 2 is common factor, a is not a common factor, y is also not a common factor, 3 is not a common factor. There are two 2's in this term. I can take any one of the 2 as a common factor. So I'll take that common factor out and I'll try to form whatever is remaining. So what I'll get is a, then from this side I'll get is 2y, and then what I'll get from the last term is 3. Now I know that I can't split this term more than this. So ultimately 2 and a plus 2y plus 3 are the common factors of, or you can say are the factors of 2a plus 4y plus 6. So we have already got one question covered. Okay, so students will go to the next question. What is the next question? I'll just take this question, 10y square b minus 18y square plus 14y raised to 4. Okay, I'll just put this question for you. 10y square b minus 18y square. I think it is right. Even if the value is not correct, that's okay for us. Okay. So what we will do, we will try to again take the factor. Now, what is the factor? 2 into 5. I know 5 can't be split up more than this. 2 can't be split up more than this. What I can do for y square is I can write it twice. Y into y. B will be written once. Now 2 into 9. 9 can also be written as 3 into 3. Okay. Again, y can be split up as y into y. Then again 2 into 7. Now I know that 7 can't be split up. Even 2 can't be split up. So I'll write y into y into y into y. Okay. Now I will try to find common factor. I'll look for 2 suppose. 2 is there. Yeah. 2 is there. 1, 2 is there. It is also having a 2. Now I will look for 5. Is there 5? No. This term is not having 5. This term is also not having 5. So I'll look for another y. Is this term having y? Yeah. Is this term having y? Yeah. Is this term having y? Yeah. I look for another y. Is this term having y? Is this term also having y? Yes. This term is also having another y. We can see this another y. Okay. So what we have found, now we will try to see if we can find b. So whatever we have found, we can write. What we have found 2, we have found y, we have found y. Okay. Now we will look for b. B is there. In this equation, there is no b. In this equation also, there is no b. So whatever is remaining from this, we can write. Whatever is remaining is 5 and what is remaining is b. So what will remain here is 5b minus. Minus will remain. Yeah. Next 3 will remain. We have not taken any 3. 3 will remain. We have taken both the y's. So y will not be there. Okay. So what will remain here is 9. Right. Now we have taken 2. We have taken 1y, we have taken 1y, so what will remain is 7, and what will remain is this 2y. So we can write as plus, this plus is there, then we can write 7y square, right? Now we will try to simplify 2y square into 5b minus 9 plus 7y square. If you reopen the bracket, what you'll get is 10y square b. Next, if you open this with this, what you'll get is 18y square. If you open with this with this, you will get as 14y raised to 4. So you have split 10y square b minus 18y square plus 14y raised to 4 into 2 factors. One factor is 2y square. Another factor is 5b minus 9 plus 7y square. Right? So we have completed with the method of common factor. Now what we will do, we will try to take another question. We don't have much time. I was told that we have to take the demo in 15 minutes time. Still, we will take some question. I will take a question of, suppose regrouping of term 16ay plus 4y plus 6 minus 9. Okay. I'll just put that question 16ay. I have to see that question 16ay. Next, what is the term? Yeah. 4y plus 6 minus 9. 4y plus 6 minus 9. 4y plus 6 minus 9. We don't have to go for the second type, okay, regrouping of term. What we will do at start, instead of going for regrouping of term, okay, what we will try to do is we will try to use the same method of common factor and see that if we can find the common factor for this one. Okay, 16ay plus 4y plus 6 minus 9a. Now we will again do what? We will split this. So we know that 16ay. So what we can write for 16ay is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, right? Into a into y. Again, for 4 we can write 2 into 2 into y. For 6, 1 second. Okay. For 6 we can write 2 into 3. For 9 we can write 3 into 3, and for a we have to write a only. Now what we will do next step, I hope you remember method of common factor. So we will see if we are getting any common factor from this term. Okay. See, 2 is there. Yeah, this 2 is there. This is also having 2, but this is not having any 2. So we can't take 2 as a common factor. So all these 2 won't be useful to take the common factor. We will look for a. A is there? No. Here there is no a. So we can't go for a because common factor should be there in all the terms. Next will be y. So we can see y here, we can see y here, but there is no y. So we can't look for y. So what we have understood from this, even there is 2 into 3 this term, here also there is no y. So what we have understood from this, that there is no common factor for all the terms. So what we will do, we will use the another method. We will go for the next method. There are 4 methods, 5 methods. We will go for method one by one. We will apply the first method. If we don't get the result, we'll apply second. If we don't get it, we'll go for third, then we'll go for fourth. I hope you're getting. This is the way that we approach mathematics. So we will approach algebraic equation in the similar way. So what we will do, we will try to make a term. We will try to, what I'll do is I'll just try delete these things and I'll try to explain. Yeah. So we will take any two terms together. Suppose this term is of my interest and this term of this is of my interest, and these two terms are also of my interest. What was there in this term was a. Okay. So I have grouped this term. This is my group 1 and this is my group 2. Now what I can do, I look for common factors between these two terms. You could have selected the first term and the fourth term also, or first and third term also. If you would not have found any factor, you would have tried for another factor, another term combination. You can search for any term combination. With practice, you will get better at it. You don't have to worry about it at start. Since you keep on practicing, you will be able to identify which term to take together and which term to leave. Initially, we can take any two terms and we will start. If it works out, it's good. If it doesn't work out, we will search for another term. This is the way mathematics are approached. Okay. So what we will do here is, we know that there is a 2 here. So suppose I am selecting for 2. Now, here there is again another 2. So this 2 can be a common factor, right? Now, again there is a 2. I look for, is there another 2 in this group 1? Yeah, there is a 2. So I look for this 2. Now I know that the 2 have finished from the second term. Okay, so now I will look for, is there any A? No, there is no A in group 1, but there is a Y in group. Yes, there is a Y. So what I can do is, I can take Y as common. Okay, I have taken Y as common. So since I have taken Y as common, what will remain is 2 into 2 into A, right? And there is no term here which is remaining. So I'll write here is 1, right? Okay. Now what I'll do here is, I think I have mistaken this question. Why I say I have mistaken this question is, I think there was not a 1 here. I have written it unknowingly. If I write it, I will not be able to find that grouping properly. So what I have to do, that is the issue from my side. That is okay, it happens. I have just misread the question. So that's fine. What I'll do for you is, I'll just simplify this thing for you. Okay, I'll just put it again for you. There is not one, because if there would be 16, I won't be able to take the common terms from both the groups after I simplify. That is the issue that I am facing. Okay, I'll just explain it to you. So what I'll do is, there is no one here. This one is not there. Okay. So if this one is not there, I'll delete this one. Okay. Now I'll look at this question. Yeah. I'll just take this cursor, select this. Yeah. 2 into 3 into a into y plus 2 into 2 into y plus 2 into 3 minus 3 into 3 into a, right? Now what I'll do is, 2 is there, yeah, 2 is there, 2 is there, 2 is there, but there is no 2 here. Now 3 is there here, but there is no 3 here. Second term there is no 3, so I can't take 3. A is there here, A is not there here, A is not there here, so I can't take A also. Y is there, nice, but there is no Y in the last two terms, so I can't take any common factor. So what I'll do, I'll again group it. By mistakenly, I didn't write the question properly, so that's not an issue. We will do with this question. Okay, I've taken any two terms. I have taken these two terms, first and second, third and fourth. So I will look for common factor. 2 is there, yeah, 2 is there. So I have written first common factor 2. Now there is no 2 remaining. 3 is there, but there is no 3 here. I hope you are able to see. There is no 3 here, so I can't take 3. A is there, but there is no A here, so I can't take A. Y is there and Y is also there here. So what I can do, I can take Y as common. Okay, so what is remaining from the first term is 3a, and what is remaining from the second term is only 2. So I have written that term. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll look for this. 2 is there, no, 2 is not there. 3 is there in the third term, 3 is there in the fourth term, yes, 3 is there. Any 3 you can select. Okay, I have selected, suppose the first 3, so what will remain is 2. This 3 I have selected, so what will remain here is 3 into a. Now what I'll try to do, I'll try to see if I can make a common factor equation right now from this equation that we have formed. We see that this is 3a minus 2 and this is 2 minus 3a. So we know that if we take minus common from this, this will become 2 minus 3a, or if I take minus common from this will also become 3a minus 2. So I can do it either way. So what I'll do is 2y, I'll keep it as it is, 3a minus 2 plus 3. What I'll do here is I'll take minus common. So when I take minus common, this will become minus 2 plus 3a, right? So next what we will do is we will go to the next step. Just give me a second. We are about to finish the lecture. Okay. So where is that cursor? Okay. So 2y, 3a minus 2. Now we see that I take this minus outside, so this will become minus 3. What will remain is I will rearrange this term, so this will become 3a minus 2. Now I can again use common factor. I hope this common factor is a large common factor, but it's a common factor, 3a minus 2. So I'll take 3a minus 2 common. So what will remain inside? 2y minus 3 will remain inside the bracket. So this will be 2y minus 3. So in this way, what I am able to do, I can't split it more than this. So I am able to find factors by using regrouping of term. We started with regrouping. We actually started with common factor. We were not able to do common factor. Then we started with regrouping, and eventually we again went to common factor. So what we are getting finally is we are understanding that common factor is a basic of simplifying any algebraic equation into its factor. Okay. So we have to use common factor, but if common factor is not applicable, what we will go for is we will go for regrouping of terms. Okay, if this is also not applicable, we will go for identities. From identities we can go to regrouping, we can go to common factor. But first we will try for common factor, then we will go for regrouping of term, then we will go for identity. The last one that I have mentioned is we will use this form. What was that form? X plus a into x plus b, and the last one that I have not mentioned also, that is called as division method. Okay, so in this way what we can learn is factorization. So in short, what I will try to do is I'll try to explain you what do you mean by factorization. Factorization is nothing but simplification of an algebraic equation into its part, into its multiple factor. And we have to take that multiple factor so that when we re-multiply the multiple factor, we should get the same algebraic equation as it is. So what we try to do, we try to divide that equation into groups or parts or common factor. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you understood and you like my lecture. And if you are happy with me, just let me know. Okay, chalo, bye bye.